Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to this week's sweaty meeting of Essex Business Forum. I'm Aidan Squire, I'm your meeting chairman. As always, I'll try and get you through the agenda, ably assisted by my leadership team. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, I'm Jane Mallion, Membership Committee Chair.
Good morning, you all know who I am. You stop your meeting secretary, keep your stats, and to the base of manager.
Morning all, I'm Corrigan, I'm your social secretary.
Thank you all. For the last time I am standing in for what I hope will be the last time, I'm standing in for them. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Well done for everybody turning up in shorts. I've decided on the way here that I should have done it, but I didn't. But there you are. Can't be done. Right. Before I start the meeting, I have an apology today. An apology to Toby for interrupting you last week on the Ed slot. He has the mechanical machine-like approach to things that I knew he would recover from it, but I shouldn't be interrupting that. And it was just for a cheap joke, and I do apologise to him at the meeting. And whoever's doing it today will have a clear run. Right, let's get the performance league underway. First things start.
Right. Okay. I'm going to spin it round and actually start by awarding the winning certificate for last month's activity, which of course goes to Mr. Paul Corrigan. Thank you. Congratulations, buddy. Well deserved.
Good. Well done, Paul. Yes.
However,
stands for victory.
you're going to have to go from the bottom to the top on this one, buddy. You're right down now. As you had absence last week, so it's all to play for. He was supposed to come.
George, he fell asleep, he slept through his alarm.
George!
Yeah, he slept through the alarm.
Never mind. But yes, you've got a whole league to climb. Positions at the top three, just 1 week recorded. Terry is on 56. I am on 47. On 68. Any guesses? Yes, it's Toby. 68. 68.
Okie doke. So, what we will be now getting is an uninterrupted educational slot from Mr. Stuart.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if you're aware, but the Football World Cup is on apparently football is coming home. So for today's exercise, I thought I'd lean into that a little bit, and I want you to imagine a football match. You've got 11 players on each side, full-size pitch, 90 minutes on the clock, no hydration breaks, no VAR, or no ridiculous stoppage time at the end. Now imagine one team where it's a very simple tactic. Every time a player gets the ball, they shoot. Doesn't matter where they are. Striker on the edge of the box, shoot. Midfielder on the halfway line, shoot. Left back at the corner flag, shoot. Back pass to the goalkeeper, shoot. They probably won't win any game at all. And yet, that's how some people approach networking. They turn up at a meeting and immediately try to score. Does anyone need a new kitchen? Anyone need a bathroom retile? Anyone getting divorced? Anyone want to sell their house? They don't get any response, and immediately they decide actually that networking group is rubbish. They don't turn up again. The point is, they're looking to score a goal every time they touch the ball. And both football and networking doesn't work like that. If you think about it, what we do here at UBF is a lot like being in a football team. You can be the most talented player in the world, but you can't score goals if you're still in bed on a Thursday morning at 6:30. And in networking, consistency matters. People need to see you. They need to hear you. They need to remember you. You need minutes on the pitch. Second, your 60 seconds is calling for the ball. You're telling your teammates where you are, what sort of pass you are, and specifically, and specific. I know what you mean. Being specific really matters. If I'm just standing in the middle of the pitch shouting "ball," that's actually not very helpful. in the same way saying, I'm looking for anyone who needs my services, isn't helpful either. Your teammates need to know where to find you, who you're looking for, what sort of company, what sort of person, what situation creates the need for what you do. The clearer you are, the easier it is for someone else to make that pass. Then we have one-to-ones. For me, one-to-ones are like training sessions. That's where you learn how someone else plays. You find out what a good opportunity looks like for them. You learn what they're good at, where they add value, what sort of client they want. And not just as important, what sort of clients they don't. Because you can't play a good pass if you have no idea where that person's running to. Then we get kind of introductions, not talking about referrals, but introducing people to other people. That's a pass. And that's important. Not every pass has to be an assist. Sometimes we can become obsessed with giving the perfect, ready to buy referral, and we end up doing nothing at all. But in football, as in networking, most passes don't actually create a goal. Sometimes you pass sideways, sometimes backwards, sometimes you switch play, sometimes you simply move the ball into a better area. And that all still has value. So introducing someone to somebody else might not create business today, but it might start a relationship. It might create another introduction. It might put someone into a conversation they wouldn't otherwise have had. It moves them all around. And then when we get to genuine referrals, that's the through ball. That's when you know someone has a genuine opportunity, a genuine need. You've spoken to them, or you established that there really is an opportunity. And you put your fellow EBF member in a genuine scoring position. That's a great class. And then, of course, someone getting the business is the goal. Here's the bit I think we sometimes forget. In football, the person that celebrates the goal is the goal scorer. But actually, everybody involved in that build-up to that goal, every pass, every decision that's made on the pitch, plays an important part. Wow. And so the real power of someone like EDF is actually in that process. It's in making the passes that help that person ultimately score the goal. Because we're not 20 individuals all trying to score our own goals. We're a team. And sometimes the most valuable thing you can do in this room will never appear next to your name on that referral slip. You might make an introduction that leads to another introduction that leads to a piece of business in 6 months' time. You might never know you were really involved, but you passed the ball. So my challenge for everyone in this room is very simple. Don't just ask yourself, who can I sell to in this room? And don't even ask yourself, who can I give referrals to? Ask yourself, what pass can I make? Who can I connect to? Who should know each other? What conversation can I start? Where can I make a simple pass that puts someone else in a better position? Because if all of us keep making intelligent passes for one another, the goals will come. Thank you very much.
The Thomas Tuchel, well done, Paul. Toby was drooling at the extended metaphor. I was dribbling. Right, thank you very much, Paul. That was very well done. Next is membership. Terry, do you have anything for us? No. Right. With that in mind, I'm going to now get us moving on the 62nd round. I'm sending around the business card box. The other box is on its way. Right. Your chance, 60 seconds to highlight your business and do the sort of thing that Paul's colleague to do. Oscar winner was Steve. He's not here today. He's charged Terry with awarding the Oscar. And to go with it as a prize that he's produced, Terry is open to anything that will sway him. See him as the Infantino of EBF and see what you can do to grease his palm. Right. The first person up will therefore be Terry, as if he had won the Oscar. So he will go first. He'll be followed by Blake. So let's get on with it.
Good morning, everybody. Terry from TM Law. So following on from Paul's X-Lot, if you come across people who are day-to-day dealings and they're moaning about a dispute they've got with somebody else, I'm talking about business to business. It's either a commercial dispute then, or it's going to turn into one. I'd like to talk to those people. I'd like to talk to them because I'd like to help them try and avoid getting bogged down in some of the cases I've got on at the moment, commercial disputes. Because they go on and on and on, which is great for me, but not so great for the client. And all joking aside, if you're trying to run a business and you've got a commercial dispute going on, and you're trying to deal with it yourself, or you're involved in court proceedings, it's not really going to end well. So, listen out, keep your ears open. It doesn't matter really what the nature of the dispute is. It can be anything. It can be about money, it can be about goods supplied or services. But the start of that is a good time for you to introduce me to them, because I'll try and avoid them getting involved in court proceedings if possible, using the various shows that I've talked about in the past that Ian hasn't been talking about lately. You know, maybe it's like, oh, thank you, and I am open to any sort of induce.
Right, Leonard, you're next, and you're followed by Toby.
Morning everyone. This week I've been playing with AI. And I've been looking at how to integrate it more into smart homes and everyday life. So this week I've been looking at how AI could benefit you on the way home from work. It can turn on your aircon, it can close your blinds to cool the house, it can turn on the slow cooker, turn on your oven, so when you get home everything's ready for you. Or even if in your calendar you know when your shift ends or work day ends, you can have your dishwasher turn on, so when you get home it's just finished, ready for you to unload, so it's not wasting electricity. Or even in the morning, you can have your alarms linked to your smart home, so it will wake up naturally by letting sunlight into the windows, open your blinds, make some soothing music to wake you up instead of a noisy alarm. But also integrating into your emails, so if there's a meeting, you've got an email, it's an important email, why not have your smart home alert you to that? The smart speaker saying, we have a meeting in an hour's time, please get ready. So if you think that's of interest, please let me know. And also request management, can we turn the heating down? Thank you.
Thank you, Blake. Toby, you're followed by Mike.
Hi everybody. Had a call last week from Mike Hickson, who you may remember from LSA Systems, used to be the IT seat here. Mike rang me to tell me the sad news that his co-director, his former co-director Lawrence, had passed away suddenly with a heart attack, just a couple of years into his retirement. And I got on with Lawrence really well. I worked with him and Mike for a couple of years, helping them work towards exit so they could retire. I got really well with Lawrence. I actually met him for lunch a couple of times after he'd retired. What really struck me is that Lawrence had worked really hard for throughout his life with retirement as a goal. And he was looking forward to spending more time with his wife, but doted on his 2 little granddaughters. And sadly, that chapter wasn't very long for him. So my message this morning is, don't build your business purely for a life that you might have one day. Build it to give yourself a life now. Yes, work hard, build your business, plan for exit, but also enjoy the fruits of your labour along the way. Spend the time making the memories now, have the experiences now, because your business should serve your life, not quietly steal the best parts of your life. And on that note, my grandsons were away from Dubai last night, so I'm going to take the next few days off to spend with them.
Thanks, Toby. Excellent message. Mike, you're next, please.
Good morning everyone, Mike from Battles Radio. Been away for a couple of weeks and it feels like forever actually, so it's really nice to be back and see everyone again. I've chosen the hottest spot in the entire room to sit in. But firstly, you've all got flyers. I just want to say a huge thank you to, Matt and Becca in particular at Blue Serif, who went through this with me. They're great to work with, as always. Just took me through the process, what to add on, that sort of thing. But mostly because I'm still a big believer in physical media in the right circumstances. To put something into someone's hands, they keep it, they find it later down the line, and it's just a good constant reminder to keep coming up. It's definitely one place that you can't get away with your sort of quick mobile phone photography, things like that. It's going on print, it's going to last a long while, be reused, get proper photography done for it. So yeah, I'm really looking to jump back in with any companies that are using sort of flyers, but also things like going to trade shows, putting up banners, or doing magazine adverts. And wants proper high quality media to go into print please give me my details. Mike, I'd like to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Right, Sylvia, you're next, and you are followed by Paul Corrigan.
Good morning, everyone. Oliver from SMB is Commercial Specialist Cleaning Services Company. To be honest, I don't really like, I'm not a big fan of coffee chains. And the reason why is when you go into it, it often smells not really nice, it's dirty, the staff doesn't look after you. When you go to a local coffee shop, it's welcoming, the staff look after you, it's clean, it smells really nice. So it's not about the coffee shop, it's about the business. So how do you actually present yourself to your customers? What's the feeling you're gonna leave? So if you need someone to help you to create the right feeling and the right image for your business, your office space, any commercial space, we can give you a lot of introduction and we can definitely help. Thank you.
Thanks, Sylvia. Paul, you're next, and you're followed by Sally.
Morning all, Paul Corrigan from Solitaire. I'm not going to talk about air conditioning today. But I'm going to talk about plumbing and heating. I've been on them in the last couple of weeks. There's not much really to talk about. However, I discovered something amazing free. Has anyone here heard of a Shataf? It's basically a bidet sprayer by the toilet. I've installed a lot, I've worked on a lot. I always look down the nose at them, I don't think they're very nice at all, I don't think they're very hygienic. I'll tell you, I was so wrong. They are the best invention known to man. Oh my God, they're incredible. Like, they're a game changer. So much so, I've got home and I've ordered 3. I've installed one already and it is phenomenal, honestly. So if anyone wants a Shataf, please put them away.
Someone's made got such a fresh box of pink.
That's it, yeah. It smells amazing.
Paul, because the fact that I what's it called?
A Shataf. Yeah, a shatty wash.
I call it.
Might be.
No, that's just a spray.
Right, yeah.
Oh, honestly.
What's it attached to?
It connects to the power supply to your toilet.
So it's part of your toilet?
Oh, sort of,
Pretty
yeah.
photo next week. I really want to see what you mean.
Not being used.
You know how when you're on holiday in Greece, when you put your paper in the water equivalent of that.
Bring us
We're all wiser for that. Thank you, Paul. Sally, you're next, and followed by Clara.
Morning everyone, Sally from Milan Home Fragrances. I've popped one of these around the room for everyone to take one please if you're interested in our signature plug. So with our signature plug it's completely bespoke. You can leave it to us or you can make special requests. So if you want a particular diffuser or if you want to only with candles, for example, we will do that for you every single month. My customers will tell me every month that they want to make a change. We make sure if we've got enough time that you can do that for them. It's free shipping, hand delivery here, and you get 15% off the products. And after the first 3 months, you get a complimentary £40 Nordic Spa candle, which is our signature fragrance. So just in time if you sign up now for those colder days and those darker nights. So yes, that's our signature plug. So if you're interested, just please let me know or scan the QR.
Thank you very much, Sally. Clara, you're followed by Catherine.
Morning, Clara Downton Dental, Business Financial Services. And we're doing our bathroom equipment in the Japanese toilet, which gets us another step further. So it's actually very good. But yeah, less about Japanese toilets, but kind of on that theme. I was chatting to Jane earlier, and she was like, maybe sort of should remind people that actually if they need extra money in order to do cooling devices at this time of year or potentially fancy toilet additions, then one of the options is to get further money from boarders, and it's often fairly easy to do a further advance for additional funds. A lot of lenders at the moment are doing options for green alterations, so getting additional funds in order to do things like solar panels and things like that. So there is quite a few options out there, even if you do need additional funds to do these things. So yeah, if you know anyone who might want to do something, might want to look at what options their boarders might give them, it's touch Clara down to mortgages and financial services.
Thank you, Clara. Catherine, you're next. We're followed by Stuart.
Good morning, everyone. Catherine Foley, Institute of Plus. Scott spoke to us last week about answer engine optimization and the importance of checking your web material bottom line up front and refreshing your web content twice a year. Now, I really like writing, but I admit I've not done this to my website yet. However, I am much better at doing things for other people. So, if you would like someone to help you improve your web material, make it more AEO friendly, as well as give me a bit of an update every 3 months, please talk to me about it. I'm happy.
Thank you, Catherine. Stuart, we're followed by Hannah.
Good morning, everyone. Stuart from Open Networks, the cloud service provider. Really to go back this morning to our VoIP telephone systems, particularly at this time of year, when people are quite often more mobile than they are the rest of the time of year. People are moving around, so they're working away from home, or we're just going on holiday. If you have a look at my business card, which I know you'll keep handy, you'll see. You'll see that my mobile phone number is not on my business card. It hasn't been for about 10 years. Which means when I go on holiday, I can relax. Because going to have my mobile number, my 07 number, and my friends and my family, the people I want to take to on holiday. The reason I can do that is because I use the VoIP system. So when I am in work, people can still phone my mobile, but they're not phoning my 07 number, they're phoning my VoIP number. My 0127 number is coming straight through to my phone. So you know business owners who want to be able to go away, enjoy that time with their family, as people say, but do it in peace and quiet and operate, choose when they're working and when they're not. Please put in touch with me, Stuart, that helps the difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. We're followed by Paul.
Good morning, everyone. Howard Wood from Clear Financial Advice and Financial Advisors. I started at the office 2 days ago. I've mentioned this before, but it's worth doing it again. They're retired and they're thinking, we're going to sign our house over to our children to reduce our estate and reduce inheritance tax. No! It's a terrible idea. First of all, it doesn't work. You haven't really given it away. You're still using that property, signed a bit of paper, but you're still using it. You're reserving the use of that asset. It's a reservation. It doesn't work. It would work if you became full market rent for that property after 7 years. That would be okay. But not many people can afford to do that. Secondly, let's pretend this is my son, and this is my son, and I've signed the house over to these lovely boys. This one gets divorced, and this one goes bankrupt. Now his ex-wife is coming up to my home, and his creditors are coming up to my home. It's a terrible, terrible idea. What if they're a pair of arseholes and they decide to just sell it for their own ends? I'm kicked out, I can't do anything about it. So, if you hear anyone out there talking about this kind of subject, please, slap them out of the face. It's a terrible, terrible idea.
Thank you very much, Howard. You simply put what I put to my clients whenever they want to look at their wills. So well done. Thanks for that. And next is Paul.
Good morning, I'm Paul Lewis, and Development Health and celebrate and commemorate life important milestones, which I'm considering changing on the basis of something how I was described by someone the other day, which is the friendly face of death. The friendly face of death. The reason that I was told that is when somebody loses someone, they engage with a funeral arrangement. Funeral arrangement is very pragmatic in getting things done and so forth. There's no sort of fluffiness, and there's no softness. There's no kind of interaction beyond the practical. That's where I come in. So when I get referred by a funeral director to a family, and my job is actually to learn about the person, to actually start that conversation, which really helps people in the grieving process. So all I'm looking for really is if you do hear of anybody that has the experiences loss, I'd love to leave with because I'd love to help them and be there for every face. Thank you.
Very brief. Thank you. John Hammond next, and he's followed by Dave.
Good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk about each other.
everyone's got their windows open at home. How many of you forget to close them when you go out? What you need is a decent home intruder lock. If you get the Ajax system, you can have motion detectors in your rooms, and they'll take a snapshot of what's going on. So you know if anyone's working, you can send you a picture straight to your phone, and then you can call the police. You see the adverts on the telly for the legal alarm companies saying that they have so many applications. They charge a fortune for your monthly fee. The maintenance contract is phenomenal, and it's all what an Ajax system is yours, you own it, and you leave it, and it comes straight to your phone, and all your family members' phones. So you want a good system, it's a shout. And Stuart's got Ajax, we can install it, and you'll see these prices as well.
Thank you, John. Dave, you're next and you're followed by Scott.
Morning everybody, Dave from Brentwood. About a month ago, we picked up a new client who's got about 250 properties that they rent out, and we've been going around doing a lot of testing. This week, we've come across quite a few things that actually sort of make you think. So when you get a testing report, you're going to get a quite comprehensive report. That's the pages, it shows you what's going on with the circuits. Right? This one was quite good. Came up with a clean bill of health, so you get just a minor sort of recommendation there. But this one was a different story. This one's got quite a lot of problems on it. We've got metal light switches for no earth, broken lights, broken sockets. The tenant will remove the lights with cables hanging at the ceiling. What else did we do? They disconnected the earth as well, which was quite good. And we found others where they've actually cut the fuse board to get another circuit breaker in because it wasn't big enough. So instead of getting the fuse board changed, they decided to cut a little slot, put a new circuit breaker in there, and then do some DIY job inside it. So what I'm actually looking for is landlords, letting agents or property managers who want to keep their tenants safe, so we can go around and do some testing and give you a comprehensive report. That's it, Dave from Electrical.
Thanks, Dave. Scott, you're followed by Jen.
Good morning, folks. I thought I'd talk to you this morning a case study example this week about how important it is to be blogging on your site. It's very often forgotten about. And it's not just necessarily talking about things in your business. If you take the opportunity to talk about things in connected business, that can actually have a really positive, really surprising effect on your site. Really good example of my running by Neuro, as you know about. They very frequently talk about wider construction projects and ideas and examples. They list top 10 construction companies in the UK, top 10 this, they write articles about other people. Yesterday they had a call from a £100 million company from the head of their marketing department who said, do you know what, you're the biggest sender of links, full stop, anyone on the internet, just for your blogs. We love you. What can we do to work together? And that, it's just the power of blogging, that kind of thing. If you think about who you can be connected with, don't just write about yourself. I can really write about wider things. What's the business coming?
Thank you, Scott. Jen, you're next. You're followed by me, and I'm followed by Paul.
Hello everybody. So we've been doing some great tea parties lately, and two different methods were used. Today at Heathrow in a building, 20 people are having a meeting, and we've sent a box, chilled box with tools you're using. Each one's got a stone fruit and jam and spoon and knife in, and that will be a way of cheering up their meeting. Alternatively, on Friday, we are delivering 25 individual pink tea tins with chocolate brownie and goodies in to 25 different locations, all for the same meeting via Zoom or Teams. So still connected tea party this, but via different means. But lest we forget, I did this for 120 naturists who joined in their meeting on Zoom and asked me to be the speaker. Not a stitch of clothing between them, but nobody spilt anything down their shirts. It was a easy to clean up meeting. I thank you all.
Where do they put their napkins?
Yes.
Right, today, Daniel Stride from CM Law, I would like to talk about motivation. Not as in maps, but as in what makes people come to you. What motivates them? Take words. I had a couple come to me, they're in the 30s, they've got two kids, 3 and 5, and they wanted world. I thought, well, that makes sense. That's the time to make the world. Guardians, trusts, if they should die prematurely. But we sat down with them, and I said, I was thinking, what made you want to come to me? And they said, well, not the kids, what do we do about trusts? They said, well, we just bought a parrot, and the chances are it's going to outlive us, so we thought we better make a will. It doesn't really matter how they want to come to me, just get them to come to me for wills. That's a Squire from TM Law, and Paul is last.
Good morning, Paul Booth. About 8.5 years ago, I put on a £10 bet for a certain English tennis player to win Wembley, and lo and behold, he's absolutely rubbish. I bet the wrong player. But that's what happens a lot of time with accountants. They get recommended. Oh, my auntie's an accountant. They're not an accountant, they're just people. Friends' accountants are really good. They're not qualified. That's what happened because accounting profession, in terms of accountants, anyone can call themselves an accountant. You don't have to be qualified, you don't have to do anything. So I'm looking for people who got an accountant, might not be qualified, not happy with them, maybe not happy with the fees. Please put them my way. It's probably really close with my tax. That's fine.
Thank you, Paul. Right, that's the end of the 60-second round. Well done, everybody, for covering with all the background noise. Let's keep doing it. Right, Terry.
Thanks, Aidan. For those of you that I could hear the 60 seconds, well done. Those that have definitely got nice stars on this, right? Yes, it's a really good one, Sally. I really like your subscription and thanks for promoting this. I know it's not new, but it's new to us, so well done. Really good, thank you very much. I think this week is going to be unusual. I'm going to give a joint one. And it seems to be a theme. It started last week and it's carried on today. I'm going to split the pride and the Oscar between two people. I suppose one of whom is embracing AI and you never thought you'd hear it. The other one is bang on about AI and you never shut up about it. But you've done a very good job of sending it to us. So well done both of you. Blame hands such.
Paul suggested an arm wrestle.
Right, well done, AI. Thank you, Terry, for that. Right, the end of the 60-second round. We move on. Moving on as well as the meeting secretary's report.
Oh. Yes, okie dokie. 10 phone was recorded this morning so far, 10 minutes in morning, off this way, which is okay. £20,000 worth of business give or take, couple of pounds. So that's also really positive. Well done. I'm away next week, but I have a conversation with a removals company, a Brentwood-based family-run business, who are coming on the meeting. So in my absence, to look after them for me, or they're super keen about joining before they've even turned up. So that's a positive one.
Thank you very much, Scott. Right, we move inexorably towards the 10-minute presentation. And I can posing it I can deal with various things. I'll do a more comprehensive one this time, if I can find it. But if I can't, then we won't do it. No. Yes, I will. Here we go. Ben would tell you that things are coming up in the next few weeks with speakers. Tomorrow, next week, Paul Corrigan has 10 minutes and Stuart has the end slot. The following week is Matt with Paul doing the end slot. And on the 30th, last of the month, is Howard with Scott doing the end slot. So that's the relevant information beside us. I have got a bio sheet which been really neatly and timely done. Which probably was an indication of the nature of the business services that we get when we go to LG Networks. Stuart, who's the director, business location West End to South End, nature of business cloud services, his personal section, best day out, with friends, sunshine and a few beers. Favourite band is The Cure, music for every mood, and something that winds me up, birthday greetings on big WhatsApp groups.
It's been really wide.
Favourite holiday location and why? Ibiza, fun, sunshine. He stops there, and there's enough for everyone. Stuart Smallcombe, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning, everyone. And I think this is probably about my 40th or something in the presentation, so I'll try and keep it light and hopefully it'll be interesting. Get the basics out of the way. So LG Networks or London Gateway Networks, if you want to be formal. So we're a small family-run IT business based here in Brentwood. We're a team of 11 people. There's 2 owners, myself and my cousin, Brett. So we do most of the face-to-face customer, the selling side of things and relationship management. We've got 3 provisioning specialists in the office, Leslie, Callie and Jay, so they can process all the orders and get everything put through. We've got 4 engineers, Gary, Mark, Russell and Ian, managed to go out and attend some faults, do the installations and that sort of stuff. Deborah, who's been with us since the very start, does all our accounts and finance, and Paula looks after process, HR and quality assurance, that sort of stuff. So what do we do? We've got 5 main things. We do cloud services, so that's IT services, okay? So we say cloud services because most of those things, where we used to think about a big data cabinet with a server in, most of those things are cloud-based now. So that's Microsoft licensing, IT security, that sort of stuff. We do VoIP phone systems, voice over internet, what I mentioned in my 60 seconds. Connectivity, that's internet services. Mobiles, you know what mobiles are. All the data cabling and fibre optic networks, which are the stuff that runs around the building to make something work. But what I want to concentrate today is on the internet connections. Okay, now there's a hierarchy of internet connections, best to worst. The best thing you can get is a fibre optic lease line. With a dedicated piece of fibre, comes straight from the exchange, straight to a premises. You don't share it with anyone. You can demand how much speed you want. You tell them, I want 200, I want 500, I want a gig, I want 10 gig. You tell them what speed you want, that's what you get. That's the best service there is. Next is fibre to the premises broadband. Right, so you get fibre directly to your premises because it's shared. Okay, as networks get busy, it's going to slow down. So there's good and bad to it. Probably the lowest one we can get is CGF, what we used to call fibre to the cabinet. Fibre exchange to the cabinet and copper from there to your house and your business. Okay, so those are all fixed line services. Okay, those will always be the first option. But sometimes you can't get fixed line services. Sometimes if you need something in a rush, okay, or if a fixed line service fails, you need to have something else. Okay, now we can use a mobile service, use 4G or whatever, that's a bit flaky, you know, it can be a bit up and down. And then we use a satellite, satellite services, like Starlink, things like that. They all have limitations, speed, bandwidth, reliability, some of the more technical aspects on fixed IP addresses and things, we won't get into that. But sometimes they are the only option if you need something a bit like that. So, I thought, for a bit of fun, today we're going to set up a Starlink satellite. Alright, so do you want to do a Starlink? Yeah, that'd be fun, right? Do you want to do a Starlink? Right, so I bought one. So here it is. Starlink satellite. We're going to set it up and we're going to create our own DPF Wi-Fi network in 60 seconds or less. Not quite 60 seconds, but it'll be pretty quick. Alright. That's you. Now I'm going to need some help for this. Sorry, can I just squeeze behind me? My first assessment, if you plug that in there, that's stage 1 complete. Good luck.
Well,
Okay, in there. Stage one complete. Excellent. We're going to connect that power. That's it. It's done that. Yeah, cool. Probably. Yeah, we'll let them. It will become clear why. We're going to plug that in there. And then obviously we've got our actual satellite. Right, there's one thing about satellites, they don't work very well indoors. Okay? So we're going to have to put this out in the car park, so we need another system. So Catherine's going to help with this. Catherine is now our resident IT expert. Right, she can do pretty much everything. Okay? You should get a question. Right, hang on a second. So, you go out, either way. Stand there the window there. Don't take it. Well, what we're going to do, number one, smash it up. We're just going to plug that in there for me. Plug that in there. Yeah, I'm going to have fully qualified Starlink engineer. Right, just go out round to the car. No, don't say anything again. Oh, yeah.
Leave.
I can't go.
Come back again.
So take one end, the Ethernet cable goes from there into the router, and we're going to power the router up as well. Okay? So that's pretty straightforward. We're going to bring that sort of straightforward and so far. Right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to pass this out of the window. Don't try that. Right, see that's got a little stand on it. Like that. What we're going to do is put it on the roof of my car. If you put it there, conveniently parked, right there. Oh. Yes. That's it. Perfect. There we are. Now you just got to line it up to the satellite. So just look up in the sky. Right, because I'm joking. Don't do that. Right, so what we've done now is we've now created our own little Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to connect. I'm going there. I do actually need you to line it up with the satellites. So we're going to go on to my Starlink. My phone is now connected to this because this is just pushing out its own little Wi-Fi network. Oh, and now it's booting up. Okay. So this is going to take just a minute. And then what it's going to do is it's going to start looking for a few satellites. And then we're going to direct it, and it's going to tell us where are the best satellites. It's now calculating its orientation. This bit takes a minute. How many of us have done this once?
Once it links to the satellite, does it stay linked to that particular satellite?
So it hands off from one satellite to another. So if one satellite passes over, it connects to that, it will follow that, and then when that one comes out of sight, it will connect onto the next one. But that's actually one of the slight disadvantages in the Starlink system. There are other satellites. There are others that will connect to too. So if one goes over, we'll start getting that one, and if that one drops off, it will pick up the next. So Starlink will actually drop signal from time to time. So it drops off in one and connects to the other. Right, so now we're going to go on to alignment. Okay? Yeah. Right, so now what we're going to do is turn it around. So start. Don't fall over the pavement, so turn it round. Put it round. Right, oh, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's just like keep going. Stop. Oh, go back there. Stop. Stop. Perfect. That's it. You're done. And you can come in. There you go. Did you play that?
They just scratch it from there.
There could be a trick from the stick phone coming up here too. So that's it. Starlink is aligned and now connected. So if you want to we get terrible mobile signal here, don't you? So if you want to go onto your mobile phone, and if you want to there'll be a Wi-Fi network there. Password is hello123.
I wonder which one it is.
So do is sexy okay. Might that be one?
That's the one. password is hello, all lowercase, hello 1 2 3.
So we've moved on from the sophistication of just hello.
Yeah, I did go with hello, it wasn't long enough. Okay, so that's it. So you can now do what you want to do. Go on your Instagram, go on your EDF webpage, obviously, to update your member activity, or whatever you want to do. And you'll do the test. You get
I'm getting 130 meg.
yeah, and then we get about, once it settles, we'll get about 200 meg down, and we'll get about 30 meg up.
That's really good.
And that's it. And that's it. That's it. Sorry? So that's it. We're set up on a satellite connection. Job done. End of. Simply. Round of applause. Hang on, 10 seconds to spare. So I'll finish. Got you.
How much for all those, please?
To buy the kit's about 300 quid.
What's that?
Yeah. And the subscription, there are loads of different subscriptions. The reason we have it is for when customers, they all release lines and stuff like that, but there's a delay sometimes on getting those services in. So we rent that out to them as a thing. You can get it for about 30 quid a month. Which is, I mean, it's good. It's good. I wouldn't run a business on its own. Quite often what we can do is we will bond that together with a 4G signal. So the two will kind of work together, and then we put a service over that that gives it a static IP address. My friend's setting up a campsite.
Yeah, so
campsites,
Wi-Fi out to me.
Campsites, music festivals. We've got one in a farm, in a dairy shed. Those sort of places where getting a fixed line service in would just be horrendously expensive. They're really good. Really good options.
Why does Starlink not use semi-satellite? Why don't
You always
they use-
ask the really technical questions, don't you? I don't know. I'm not.
Why don't they use geostationary?
I don't know. I'm not technician. Ask me technician.
Nice simple one. How reliable is it once you've got it at home?
It is very good. It is very good, yeah. I mean, especially for like home use, small business use, they are very good. I mean, we've got we used it in our office. We've got a fixed line service, but when we got it, we thought, well, we'll take that off and stuck it. We put ours on for a week, and it was absolutely fine.
So if you've got a dodgy or an inaccurate fixed line, well, that would be
It's a really good alternative. It's not perfect. Like I said, service does drop from time to time. So if you're using, like for instance, it's not great with VoIP, to use VoIP phone calls. It's not great for that. It doesn't have a static IP address, which means the IP address changes quite a lot. So if you need to, if you're off-site, so if you've got your office with the Starlink and you need to remote into your office to, I don't know, use a server or view a CCTV camera or something like that, it's not going to be great because that IP address is going to be changing fairly frequently. So it's not perfect, but it's a really good kind of part-time fix. Oh, sorry.
The Wi-Fi zone.
Yeah.
How far would that cover each zone?
It's really hard to say because it depends what environment.
Yeah. So that's
It's similar to the sort of reason you're going to have at home, right? Yeah, not just at home and everything. I mean, what's fine in our office goes out into the grounds around our office. Use it at home and it's covered. Most of that element doesn't get upstairs and up. So it's pretty fine for like a small office or home.
Following that, can you set up that home hub, 5, 6, 7 Wi-Fi extension points?
Yeah,
for a large office, large home.
Yeah, off the back of the router, you can plug in. You've got Ethernet ports in there, so you can plug that in, come out of that into a network switch, and then pump it around using your access points as you would.
But you can do access points.
Yeah.
Use bigger with and all that. Yeah.
You get to see back.
Only big questions, obviously. That's
Well, no, you're fully
okay.
qualified.
Yeah, of course. So in theory, you could take it anywhere. So if you were going on holidays like
Yeah.
beyond, I mean,
Yeah.
You could just have one of those.
Absolutely, yeah.
Take it with you.
Take that. People take the camping, campsites. You can.
You've got power.
You can. Yeah, you can get power. You can power those off a car volt.
Right.
You can get 12-volt adapter to power a vehicle or camping truck or generator or whatever. Yeah, so you can literally be in the middle of the field with nothing else around you. There's an entity you can set that up. So depending what subscription you have, depends where you. So I can roam that anywhere within the UK, but I can't take it overseas. But you have a global roam. You know, when people when they row across the Atlantic, they'll have one of those on the back, and yeah, so you can literally take it anywhere. And if you want to see the satellites, if you wait till it's dark and you look up, you will actually see them. They're higher than aeroplanes, but lower than the stars. They tend to move in 2s and 3s or 4s. You'll see them just going in a straight line, normally sort of south to north. Just you can see them going across.
Right, Stuart, brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Fortune that was brilliant in Catherine.
AI, satellite installations.
Right, let's get on with the next referrals and testimonials round. Start with the North Corner work round, please.
Yeah, thank you, Paul, for your really good yeah, fascinating, really like that. Just to see how it works. Thank you. For Steve, who knows about it, insurance for the clients. Taking money's held and Matt.
I'm going to commit the cardinal sin and announce no referrals today.
Right.
I'd like to raise the lecture. Thank you.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, excellent dev slot, Paul. Thank you. I think we should keep this.
Oh yeah, I would say excellent next door. Thank you.
If you can do 3 or 4 in a row of football metaphors, well, as long as you stay in, well, that might be enough. Yes, excellent 10 minutes. On the back, do you know Nick Cook's sign? You should get, I'll connect you. He's doing these huge batteries, like £100,000 batteries, which are for festivals, things like that. So it could be a code like that. And also, they need either a 4G or a Wi-Fi connection to be data back. So it could be something we could do as well. So that's good. I'll put you in touch. And money from an ex-member from Sarah and referring client to Stephen. I think that's it.
Good to stop, Paul. Conference as always, bro. And great 10 minutes, Stuart. I've got that in my office. My satellite moves. Yeah. Honestly, we've got VoIP and it works. It's so good. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's £75 a month. But I also do business one where it's about £250 a month, and it has a backup one. Obviously, it's loads of good. Yeah, it's a game changer. Yeah. Well, I've got 2 referrals for Blake. I'll speak to you about it later on. I've got a referral for Terry. Nikki's game up at this one. Yeah. I've got a referral for Steve, which I'll get to next week. And also I've got to thank you for the money to Sally as well.
No one bought that performance thing for long way.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks for this. That was really good. And sure, your 10 minutes there was brilliant. If you've got no mobile signal, do they work on Wi-Fi calling on mobiles as well? I've got one for yourself, the Smallcombe reference. And on Paul. Yeah, George has already contacted me. The other one, but it's wanting to know like something. Cheers. Thank you for seeing us.
Thank you very much for the excellent that. Keep going with the World Cup. And Stuart, thank you very much for that. It was interesting for demos. It looks after our country with problems and the customer always say, but it's a lot of care. Thank you very much. Much appreciated for the support. We've got one testimony for Catherine. She's doing some AI like content for my website. So I've done the content, apart from the spelling and everything. That has also worked closely with Scott and made it so AI SEO. So thank you very much for working with Scott on that.
Great tennis. Your tennis always different. Always learn stuff. I had no idea about the subject. I have no need for it going through, but it's nice to have it in mind. But no, really, really interesting. And yeah, great meeting you. Thank you.
Very Stockport. Great 2 minutes to do. Also, working on last week and Scott's speaks about the known agents website, I've got to get into Amazon. And during this meeting, I've had 70 visits by bots. And then from the 1st of July, I've had 7,000 visits from AI. It's worth looking into the website. And also, when you said about agent volume to human, mine is 32% agent versus human. It's worth using. Yeah, thank you.
It's good for free service, isn't it?
It is, good, yeah.
Amazing. One referral for Paul C. You can condense my scout loss. I mean, we turned it on. We're going a different route now. We're going to use one of them.
No worries.
We've got that like these. Mike introduced you to Guru. They want a big YouTube channel with some good video content. Thank you very much. Thanks to Matt for growing Lovely 1-to-1, and for some business, and to Powers, and to EBS. So that's probably for Powers. Just have to much down there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, great head slot. Well done. Yeah, Stuart, I'm one of the rather boring people that reads all of your monthly reports when they come out.
Oh, it's you, is it? I wondered who it was.
Great service. But I think your 10 minutes today made people like me who have not been aware of the referral potential. It's a good 10 minutes, very likely to find it's very effective for referral. I hope it is anyway, that's excellent. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. But I know about Starlink, but I didn't realise it was that quite easy to set up, and yeah, it was just keep it in mind for who might need them. Paul, thank you, mate. Very enjoyed the Scott. Matt, I've got a testimonial for his lovely work, but he's not here, so we'll leave him alone. And Howard, thank you for my ongoing work with you all. Apologies for introducing you to the map tab. Every morning I'm waking up by about 17 messages.
Yeah, mainly football. Really enjoyed that bowling. And client in Barcelona, or 2 of them, they got the internet for 6 weeks. And it worked brilliantly. One either side of the building, shopping and stuff like that. Never had a problem with those stuff. So, like I say, remote places.
Yeah.
I've got referral for Scott, which we've already done an invoice before to Red Cross, which can't remember what exactly it's for. Got put through.
Oh, that's thanks to you.
And the walk of eight, the job that keeps on in. I know. I'll take pictures.
You write them up. We need to put it up.
Yeah, very excellent. I'm loving football at the moment, really. And that was really interesting. I actually got that as well. And if only you'd done that a few weeks ago before all Don's birthday presents, because that would have been a great birthday present. He gets really, really ratty when we go away and there's no Wi-Fi. So, yeah. Christmas. I've got, oh, that's the wrong one. Had a lovely one-to-one with Sylvia yesterday, who was actually massively helpful. And I've got lots of things to do as a result of that. And thank you for money to Terry, and paid within about 20 minutes. That's absolutely fantastic. So, obviously part of the paper each. Lovely. Have a good week, everybody.
Great episode, Paul. Always really enjoyed your slots. And really good presentation. I had no idea that you could provide a service. So I really enjoyed. Thank you so much. And I have lovely one-to-one with Catherine. And yeah, see you next week. Thank you.
Hot seat now, Jane. Right, that's coordinated up. So that is the referral, which you weren't here last week. They come back. And that's the call. And there's a thank you for the money to the lovely Jane. We collaborated on Sunday and we had the best day at the retreat, so it was really good. She did the most amazing green tea for all of my guests at this yoga retreat, so highly, highly recommended. Great Ed slot. I'm loving the football. I was going to wear my England t-shirt if they didn't. I might next week if they get through. And I love that because I have no idea. My next door neighbour's got Starlink, but I have no idea exactly what that really meant. So that was really, really important. So thanks. And yeah, that's important. Now you're back.
Thanks.
And see everyone next week. Thank you.
Very good, Stuart. I remember one of the other ones when you're passing a single phone wire out of a window. These things help with the completely ignorant. That was great, and your Debbie McGee was fantastic. This is a thank you for the money from the salmon. Thank you. This is a one-to-one with Sally.
I can see where that was going.
Yes. And Paul D, that was excellent. I got that for the first go and really enjoyed that metaphor. Ada, I was with an elderly lady last night who has 6 tortoises. One of them's already 90 years old. They live up to 150. And the conversation was, what does she do with them when she dies? And she thinks you're putting in more. So you're on the money there. Excellent. Could I have a quick comment before you disappear of 2 trees with dangling branches? Not sure if that's something. Paul, is it true that aircon units are sold out everywhere?
Not everyone. No, we've changed manufacturers now, so we can survive it. Yeah. We should have a concept.
Thank you very much. That was lovely. I enjoyed it very much.
Announcing in the corner, so I'll keep it fast. Yeah, brilliant, and really interesting to see how all that works. As you say, it kind of gives a real idea of kind of how we potentially refer things. That's brilliant. I had a really great catch up, Shannon and I did with Leanne yesterday, so it's really nice to see her. She's hopefully going to be back in a couple of weeks, so that would be amazing. So it was a thank you for the money to Leanne and the one-to-one, so that's great. Also a thank you for the money to Joshua, obviously one of them here, so I haven't got anyone to give the slip to. But yeah, been relatively busy recently, some really great referrals, so thank you. And yeah, I think Shannon's here next week, so I'll see you all in a couple of weeks.
Come and who's the winner, please, Stuart?
Right, who wants to win a Starling? I'm joking, it's got the one.
Yeah. Then we'll see.
We've got a Starling, so we get one of the line.
I haven't really got one. Cheers.
Well, Stuart, thank you very much for everything, the running, the 10 minutes, and the drive to Brighton. Welcome. Before I let you go, a few things to do. First of all, Catherine, don't buy her one of those. You'll be saying, could you go out and stand over there? And Jane, yeah, tortoises, they can't be mistaken for even lions, can't they? Right. Paul, are you able to give us an update on the World Cup?
I can.
Please do.
Yes, we're prepared for the quarters now, aren't we? So there's 8 teams left. Kevin is still in there with Argentina. Paul Booth, he's got Belgium. Nick has got England. Dave has got France. Nick's got Morocco, he's got 2 teams. Sylvia with Spain. Really got a good chance there. Blake with Switzerland. And EBF has got Norway. So EBF could have 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Well, I was rooting for my boys when they were playing England. I thought, surely, if it had been Spain, Montezuma's revenge would have probably been done and they wouldn't have made it onto the pitch. But never mind, I was pleased to be able to say that England won. Yes. Right, Anybody else got any announcements that they wish to make? If that's your lot, then with the sun shining, the warmth with us, a good turnout, well done. Do it next week. Scott's not going to be here, so let's get everybody in. And we hope for as well. So, well done, everybody. I'll see you all next week.